Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. The General Hospital episode aired Thursday, June 23, 2025, and picked up with Sonny turning down Sidwell's offer to buy his peers after a tense conversation on Spoon Island. At the Quartermain mansion, Michael told Jason he had given Sasha full legal custody of Daisy, while Sasha noticed someone had been in Daisy's room. Lulu apologized to Anna at the Metro Court pool, and Jordan admitted to Anna that she still had complicated feelings for Curtis. Yes, Sonny refused to sell the peers to Sidwell and made it clear he won't be pushed out of Port Charles. The two met at Windermere, where Sidwell claimed his interest in the docks was purely business. He said he wanted to cut Sonny's influence and prevent further mob violence. Sidwell mentioned Sonny's loss of a son and suggested he'd want peace for his family. Sonny took that as a threat and asked him if he had threatened his kids. Sidwell backtracked, saying Sonny's family would be safer once the peers changed hands. Sonny didn't buy it. He reminded Sidwell that the voters might still take away the peers with Measure C, regardless of who owns them. Sonny told Sidwell to keep his money and warned him to stay out of his way. He walked out, leaving Sidwell alone, and confirmed that Port Charles is his home, and he will defend it. Yes, Sidwell bribed Judge Heron to make sure Michael got full custody of his kids. In the final moments of the episode, the judge arrived on Spoon Island and confirmed she had followed through on Sidwell's instructions. She handed custody over to Michael and didn't seem bothered by the ethics of the decision. In General Hospital, Sidwell told her the rest of the payment would be transferred to her account. This confirmed what had been hinted at earlier when Marco and Lucas discussed how strange the custody ruling was. Marco pointed out how rare it is for a judge to rule completely in favor of the father, especially in a case like Michael and Willow's. While Michael had been dealing with Sasha and planning how to make her Daisy's only legal guardian, this quiet reveal at Windermere showed that Michael's win in court wasn't clean. The outcome was arranged, and Sidwell was the one who made it happen. Yes, Sasha realized someone had entered Daisy's room after she left. She had just rocked Daisy to sleep and told her she would be nearby. After she left, the camera showed someone opening the door and peering into the crib while Daisy was alone. When Sasha returned, the mobile above Daisy's crib was spinning and playing music. She didn't remember turning it on and said out loud that it had woken the baby. Sasha didn't see who had entered, but it was clear that someone else had been in the nursery. Earlier, Jason had talked to her and Michael about the custody arrangements. Sasha had agreed to become Daisy's only legal parent, while Michael would stay in her life informally. Sasha also said she would update her will to make sure Michael would take care of Daisy if anything happened to her. The scene ended with Sasha leaving Daisy alone again, unaware that someone had already been in the room earlier. Yes, Drew offered Kai a paid internship in his office after learning that Kai's surgery didn't restore his ability to play football. The two met at Drew's place, where Kai said the operation didn't work the way they had hoped. He admitted that this wasn't the ending Drew had planned for the documentary either. Drew said he would shelve the project and told Kai he was sorry for giving him hope without thinking about what might go wrong. Kai said he appreciated that Drew gave him a chance and didn't regret trying. That's when Drew made the offer. He told Kai he had recently lost an intern and would like him to take the spot. He explained that Kai had leadership qualities, was good with the media, and had the potential to do real good. Kai seemed surprised but listened. Drew said he hoped Kai would think about it and consider him a friend. Port Charles was on fire Monday, June 23, 2025, as General Hospital delivered a power-packed episode that had viewers holding their breath and fans rushing to social media with one burning question. Did Sonny Corinthos finally draw the line and reject Sidwell's cryptic offer, exposing the real threat once and for all? The answer? Explosive. For weeks, whispers have circled the shady alliance brewing beneath the surface of Port Charles. with Sidwell slowly inching into Sonny's territory and tugging at the threads of his fractured empire. After the warehouse debacle, the mysterious shipments, and that eerie silence from Sonny's usual associates, it was only a matter of time before a confrontation exploded into something more. And that time came today. The episode opened with Sonny standing alone at Pier 54, watching the dark water ripple under the weight with yet another anonymous message. A single name. Dahlia. He pocketed the phone without a word. But his silence spoke volumes. He knew. He'd seen this pattern before. Someone was trying to provoke him, testing how far the legendary Corinthos patience could stretch. At the same time, Sidwell entered the frame from the shadows, smug and too calm for a man supposedly offering peace. Their dialogue was charged, subtle threats laced between fake compliments. Sidwell, in his calm, calculating tone, presented Sonny with a final offer. Step down, stay quiet, and Port Charles would remain untouched. Refuse, and well, the consequences would speak for themselves. But Sonny isn't a man who bows to bullies, and today's Sonny, wounded, wiser, but still ferocious, is not about to walk away. He looked Sidwell in the eye and said the words that instantly sent shockwaves. You came into my town offering silence like it's a gift. I call it a threat. You want war, come get it. But I don't back down. And just like that, the tension shattered into something more dangerous. Sidwell's smile faltered for the first time, revealing a glimmer of fear beneath the cool exterior. Sonny had called his bluff, and reports of a break-in at a Sidwell property uptown. She knew Sonny's hand was likely behind it, even if he'd never admit it. And a part of her still worried she was the real target. Her entanglement with Sidwell last year hadn't been as secret as she thought. Could she be the bait? Elsewhere, Dex began shadowing Sidwell's top enforcer, not knowing that he was already being watched. Jason Morgan, still operating from the shadows since his return, had his own plans. He met with Dante in secret, revealing that the deeper they dig into Sidwell's files, the more they find links to international arms trafficking, casino laundering, and something far worse. Someone in Port Charles may have already sold Sonny out. The betrayal had begun. Brooke Lynn, who had been struggling to keep the Quartermain chaos in check, got wind of the tension when she overheard Valentine Casadine making a call about moving the shipment ahead of schedule. Was Valentine playing both sides again, or had Sidwell gotten his hooks into him too? The thought haunted her as she clutched little Bailey tighter, fearing the danger edging closer to home. As Sonny made his way back to his penthouse, Carly intercepted him with a warning. Sidwell's not just another Cyrus Renault. He's not bluffing, Sonny. He's got people in City Hall, maybe even in the PCPD. Sonny listened but didn't flinch. So do I, he replied. And I've been in this game too long to let a man like Sidwell scare me into hiding. What followed next may have been subtle to some viewers, but was monumental in Port Charles terms. Sonny made a single phone call. Activate the Trinity Protocol, he said into the receiver. That's all. 3 words that sent ripples through the Corinthos organization, and longtime fans will remember that the Trinity Protocol was only used once before, right before the infamous Zakara takedown. It means Sonny's going scorched earth. Sidwell may have expected negotiation. He wasn't expecting total annihilation. And that's exactly what Sonny is planning. At General Hospital, TJ and Molly were busy dealing with the aftermath of an attack on a Sidwell associate brought in with blunt force trauma. The man refused to name names, but his eyes darted wildly when Sonny's name was mentioned. The tension between crime and care reached new levels, especially when Dr. Portia Robinson expressed concern that her hospital was becoming a battlefield again. Curtis, still recovering from his own run-in with Sidwell's men, swore to protect her, but even he admitted that war was coming. And then came the twist no one saw coming. Sidwell made a second offer, not to Sonny, but to Ava Jerome. In a late-night meeting at Windermere, Sidwell proposed a shocking alliance. You want full control of Spoon Island, no Corinthos strings attached. Help me neutralize Sonny. I've shaken, responded with icy calm. You clearly don't know me if you think I'll sell out the only man who hasn't stabbed me in the back. Yet. But was it a definitive no? Her eyes lingered a little too long on the briefcase he left behind. As the night settled over Port Charles, Sonny stood on his balcony, watching the skyline flicker. Behind him, Jason appeared. It's going to get worse before it gets better, Jason said. Sonny nodded. Let it. I'm ready. And just like that, fans knew the game had changed. The war was no longer about territory. It was personal. And with Sonny rejecting Sidwell's deal so publicly, Port Charles is officially on the brink. There's no turning back now. The Corinthos Empire may have been bruised, but its king is awake, alert, and unafraid. Sidwell lit the match. Sonny just threw it into the powder keg. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.